Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we are kicking off our Grom The Paunch campaign. So just like the Azhag one, I don't know if this will be long running or if I'll come back to it, not sure, because embargoes are weird and there's going to be a delay before I can post more stuff on it anyway. And there's another campaign that I want to do as well, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys, we'll see what happens. I might do both, hopefully I'll do both. Depends if, you know, I end up collapsed in a heap. From trying to get it all done or not. We'll see, we'll see. Hopefully I won't crumple into a heap. Anyway, Grom the Paunch, early access, yay, great stuff. He's a big boy, isn't he? He's a big lad. He's a very big lad. So Grom the Paunch, there's a game that orcs like to play where they feed goblins troll meat. Because troll meat, you know, trolls regenerate, and so does just hunks of troll meat. That will regenerate and grow as well. And so it's really just a fun game to play where you force feed a goblin some troll meat and then they burst. And that's great fun. And that's what happened to Grom. Except, well, he didn't burst. He ended up kind of absorbing it, and now he regenerates. So he's kind of part troll. It wasn't as funny. It wasn't as funny as it usually is. Certainly not for the elves, who Grom met later. So yeah, Grom the Paunch, interesting guy. You know, good fun. And here you can see he has access to Grom's Cauldron, which is a thing we'll get into. Suitable climate, temperate island. What an island that could be. This could be a hint. Diplomatic relations, -80 with high elves. That I think is probably the biggest debuff to you know, to diplomacy from any character. I'm not sure any other character has like a -80 with anybody. That's pretty impressive. His War has a chance to contain pump wagons, which is brilliant. That's for all of his armies. Not just him, but, you know, his faction's armies, which is very cool. Also, global recruitment duration, -1 for goblin units. So this is actually incredibly powerful because it means you can get just cheap units pretty much anywhere in a single turn. So you can re-recruit just raiding a province one turn and you can re-replenish your army if you've lost any cheap goblins. And the goblins get ludicrously powerful in his army with all the, you know, all the buffs you can give them. Is brilliant. So his Lord effects, so specifically for Grom, not his you know, not his faction, +10 leadership when fighting against high elves, pretty cool. Physical resistance, 10% for goblin units. Upkeep, -50% for chariots and pump wagon units, which again, very cool. He regenerates, which is wild, you know, because of the troll meat. And the army ability is Grom's War, which replaces the usual War. So his War is brilliant, and again, we'll get into that, but it's pretty wild. So here you can see he starts with snotling pump wagons with spiky rollers, and these are, of course, wonderful. Oh, I can't hover over it, but you can see there next to melee attack, they got armor sundering, which is wonderful. Love that. Also, river trolls, so they got a nice debuff as well with them, and good armor piercing, very, very handy. Regenerate because they're trolls, and more regenerating here with stone trolls because they're trolls. These guys just very, very sturdy. No debuffs to nearby units because they're not smelly, but they're very, very sturdy on account of eating all those rocks. So we're going to play on hard, and as you can see, initial challenge is hard, and actually it is. I've played this campaign, like the early bits of it, a few times, just to sort of see what a good strategy is, and I think I found a good way to do it, but it can get crazy, and it's mostly down to that -80 diplomatic relations. If you try and stay on the mainland, they will just send fleet after fleet after fleet, because every single faction on Ulthuan will declare war on you and make it a priority to kill you. So it gets really mad. So, wish me luck.
Grom the Paunch, O ye of the mighty gut, greatest of all goblins. Your War burgeons once more, but the boys' morale is low, and they will need reinvigorating. Fighting the pretentious Bretonnians will likely improve their mood. Their lands surround you, but like all men of the old world, they are weak and will easily fall to your horde. Your real trophy lies across the ocean, where in the great city of Tor Ivres, the grim Warden undoubtedly awaits your return. When you are ready, make the crossing and show him that you will not be bested again. The High Elves may have driven you from Ulthuan's shores before, but you are not defeated. Your momentum gathers, mighty Goblin King. Soon, you shall become an unstoppable force once again.
Very soon, in fact. So, how they play a broken axe. Grom's insatiable appetite for culinary delights is legendary. Actually, do I want to do an orc voice? I want to do a goblin voice, don't I? Grom's insatiable appetite for culinary delights is legendary. Strange and exotic ingredients can be collected for his cauldron by completing certain actions throughout your campaign, such as winning battles, sacking settlements, exploring the seas, or purchasing them from food merchant. Combining ingredients in Grom's cauldron can result in powerful recipes with a variety of benefits for the tribe that last for a number of turns. And Wah, of course, you know, Wah, gotta say it right. A war is an unstoppable force that can be unleashed once your faction gains sufficient reputation throughout winning battles and raising settlements. Once a call to war is targeted against an enemy, additional mobs will flock to your armies for a period of time as your lord's war battle abilities are temporarily boosted. Raising the enemy's capital within the allotted time or occupying it when the war ends will grant a trophy and rewards in addition to building momentum towards the next call to war. Also, there's scrap. Greenskins know not to waste good battle salvage, actively gathering any bits of scrap they find after battles or raising settlements. Scrap can be used to upgrade and improve the boys' armament, research technologies, or fuel Grom's cauldron. And the underway, we all know about the underway. So, let's get to it. So, we start with Massive Orcal, which I think is really cool. I think it's nice that Massive Orcal is actually getting, like, you know, a proper faction in it, you know, a playable faction. Because, yeah, it was great just to have that sort of in the middle of Bretonnia when you're playing sort of Bretonian campaigns. It helps mix things up a bit. But it's really cool to see there'll be a, you know, proper threat here. I think it's going to be really cool. So, although it's dynamic starts, isn't it? So I'm not entirely sure if Grom will start here. If you're playing a different campaign. I wonder, because I know in a couple of campaigns he starts, I think he starts like down here, I think. If you're playing not Eltharion or Grom. I think he starts on the mainland with Eltharion. I don't know, I can't entirely remember. But that's the thing, dynamic starts now make the game really interesting. Every campaign has a slightly different feeling. It's harder to guess where the enemies will be, which I really like. That's something they've really increased sort of the amount of work on, I feel, since the last couple patches they introduced it. So anyway, so yes, you can go now. Thanks, mate. So, like juicy, low-hanging fruit, there are plenty of places ripe for pillaging within the reach of Grom's chubby digits. He does have chubby digits, that's true. Plunder is not all the Goblin King seeks, however, for all corners of the world. I said world. Soon will be a world. True facts. That's how that works. Harbour culinary delights as well as treasure. And like a true connoisseur, Grom wants to sample them all. To get his war going, he best start rampaging. So, we're going to start rampaging. We have a troll hag as well called the Fishy Tiddle Muncher, which means the fishy child eater. She eats children. Yeah, she eats them tiddlywinks, doesn't she? The Fishy Tiddle Muncher, which I think is probably the best name for a character ever. So, nice one, CA. Love it. Absolutely love it. So, we're going to attack this little sod. Sorry, Cassian. Yeah, I take you for a child. And I'm going to... And we do have Tiddle Muncher. We take you for a child, and we're going to eat you like one. How do you like that? Let's do it. Okay, excellent. Right, let's get these guys somewhere where we can see. Also, why do I have my camera options like this? How very odd. I must have been recording cinematics or something. What was that for? Oh, yeah, unit overview. Yeah, that went out, 5 minutes ago while I'm recording this. Anyway, right, boom and boom. Let's get these guys lined up. No, all of you, please. Thank you. And, right, we've got the Snotling Pump Wagon as well. Tell you what, I'm just going to put all these guys in a line together. That'll do. Let's shove them in the back. Done. Yes, some new units, which is very cool. So let's have a quick look at them, shall we? You may have seen the unit overview already, but still, these guys look amazing. They actually sunder armor, which makes them a brilliant addition to, like, a goblin army. Because goblins have a rubbish armor piercing. So being able to sunder the armor, they can do really well. Because you can augment their melee attack a huge amount. But their armor piercing is something they're always weak at. So, yeah, sundering the armor. And also, just having these anyway. How can you not want these? Look at them. So they're great. Also over here, we've got the Troll Hag in her beautiful bikini. Gotta love it. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Isn't she gorgeous? Oh, I know. Don't watch this with your girlfriends, guys. They will get jealous, and you won't be able to watch my content anymore. It's bad enough with my channel being called Janet. I've had a lot of comments from people saying, my girlfriend's suspicious because I keep getting replies from someone called Janet. Yeah, sorry, guys. Best animation in the game right there. Him eating a giant turkey leg. Flipping amazing. Here he goes again. Oh, he's a hungry boy. Also, stone trolls that look amazing. Very similar to trolls, of course, but they do have, well, I mean, they eat rocks, so I'm assuming this is like an ice cream cone, which is very nice. And then we've got the river trolls as well. So, very, very cool, and you'll see a lot more of them in the cinematics, I'm sure. Because, yeah, that's been fixed. It's kind of awful. We didn't have working replays for ages with the earlier build. They'd broken somehow, which is very sad. Oh, I hadn't grouped them yet. There we go. But yeah, now I can. Now I can actually add them, which is great. So I can go back to my usual early episodes of adding the extra flair there, which I'm very happy about. Very happy about indeed. And yes, I'm going to rush off with all these guys, you know, ahead of everyone else. And I'm going to start shooting at those pole arms now. And yeah, you're going to head over here, get in the trees, and start spirit leeching Cassillon. Because, yeah, the Troll Hag, you know, she does have the overwhelming odor to lower melee attack, which is very cool. She regenerates because she is a troll. You know, death magic, very, very handy. And swamp breath, which is, yeah, she just vomits at people. But pretty big damage, actually. So I've used that a fair bit. If you get her to flank just a blob of units, and you just sort of aim for, you know, an anchor, like a lord or something, just the spit is such, like, a big effect that just hits and kills basically everything on its en route. So you can rack up hundreds of kills if there's a bunch of densely packed infantry or something. Oh, I am on ultra unit sizes, by the way. I wanted it to be fancy. You know, I want it to be all of the fanciest of things. Okay, now you come up here. Let's see if we can't shoot across these guys. That could be fun. I guess Grom will have to stay there if that's the case. Alright, they're moving up fine. They're moving up. Trolls are doing well. He's getting spirit leeched. River trolls are struggling a little bit. They are less armoured than you know, than their stone troll brethren, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Okay, you guys get stuck in. Yeah, those man-at-arms won't last too much longer. And let's get the stone trolls in. I'm going to pull the river trolls out so they can regenerate for a bit. And you, oh, you're in combat somehow, really? Well, that's annoying. Okay, can you get out of combat? I wanted to spit on these guys. This sounds very, very odd. Very strange thing. Never thought I'd say on the channel. I want to spit on some guys. All right, let's do the War. So you can see his War restores up to 432 hit points. Yeah, his War will actually heal your units. How awesome is that? Also, can you spit on these boys now? Okay, come on. So, how many kills is she on? 1. And here comes the vomit. So, only 16, but it's not exactly the perfect shot lined up there. But not half bad, right? Not half bad. Those mounted yeomen are going to be a problem. I might spirit leech them in a second, actually. Grom, I should have been like moving him a lot more, but he's got 130 kills just sat in there, so I'm happy for him to just continue sitting there, to be honest. Okay, how are things going? Those snotlings seriously not done yet. They're doing quite well too. 89 kills, lovely, lovely stuff, lovely jubbly. Also, yeah, those yeomen aren't really accomplishing much. Guess you guys could just loiter there, and let's try and get this guy now. So we are anti-infantry on the chariot, of course, but he's still a lord. He can still hit hard enough. So we'll come in and try and deal with him. And we'll run in with our other boys. So we should be debuffing a few of his stats. If you have a look at the river trolls here, they also have the overwhelming order. So odor, rather. So it's them and the troll hag, the river troll hag. They both have the same debuff. It doesn't stack because it's the same debuff. Like, debuffs and buffs, they only affect people once. But if it's just sort of like, you know, melee attack -6 and then melee attack -6 on different abilities, those do stack. But if the ability is the same ability, it doesn't. So I'm actually going to end the battle before killing him, hopefully, because I want him to be alive for the next battle we're going to have with him. So, yeah, well, again, everyone can heal up again. which I love. Doesn't you know, restore models. Like, models won't come back to life, so at the end of a battle like this, it makes no difference, really. Although I guess it does to the Lords and Heroes, just not to any units. But, decisive victory. Okay, job well done. So, I think we're... you know what? I'm going to ransom the captives. I don't think we need to eat them. We'll be fine. Oh, wait, what? Really? Oh, wow. Okay. That's never happened. Every time I played this, I attacked him, and he ran off, and then I had to fight him again. We completely wiped him out that time around, which is kind of impressive. Sure, I'll take it. Could actually just be because there was a patch this morning, so, you know, all the times I've tested this campaign, now it's going to be different, just to mess with me, so thanks, game. Thanks. So I'm going to make idols because I want the growth, because in Massive Orcal, there's now a unique building here, the Stone Troll Quarry, which 300 income plus 40 growth, extra recruitment rank for trolls, and it unlocks the recruitment of stone trolls. So you don't even need to build the troll buildings. Where are they? Here. You don't need to get the troll cave, the hag hut, or the stomping grounds anymore, which I believe these have changed. I don't think the hag hut was a thing before. I think there was only 2 buildings in this tree, and now there's another one, because now they have the basic trolls. And then the next one, you got the troll hag, you know, the river troll hag, and the river trolls and the stone trolls all in one tier. Then you have the giant at the top of it, which is pretty cool. Though this used to be tier 5, now it's tier 4, because now we've got the rogue idol as a tier 5 unit, which is pretty cool. I also love that it is actually in the wizard tree. Essentially, it just shows kind of how sort of how the magic for the greenskins isn't quite as subtle as the magic for the other factions. So absolutely love it. You know, big wire, little wire, cardboard box, fantastic. So you there. Let's go with Root Marcher straight away, and for you, replenish troops. So one big complaint with the Greenskin campaign, you know, before the rework. So the current public build, I guess, is replenishment rates. So the Troll Hag does put up replenishment, and so I've heard some people say that basically it means that, like Azhag, for instance, is going to be obsolete, because, you know, he's got death magic, but so does the Troll Hag, so he's not necessarily obsolete, but you're not going to ever give him any death magic, because it's a necessity to have a Troll Hag in every army. But no, it's just not. There's so many other ways to augment your replenishment rate. You don't need to rely on having, you know, the same hero in every army. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, guys. I want to put that to rest right now. You know, maybe if you are trying to totally min-max on, you know, legendary difficulty or something, like, yeah, maybe it's a bit of a bonus, but honestly, it's negligible compared to, like, all the different techs and things you can get. So don't worry about it. Right, so Mark Maron, apparently. Mark Morial. We're going to fight this guy now. I'm amazed, actually, the bounce power is such. Seems strange to me. This is a far better army. But, hey, let's prove it to him. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. You guys in the front. And everybody else, line up lovely. Done. Now, run in. No, group. This keeps happening lately. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe my keyboard is being a pain. I don't think it's the game. It seems to be happening with other games, I've realised. I seem to be hitting keys too quickly, and my PC is just like, I don't know, did you hit the key? Which is odd. I don't know why. I mean, it's quite a shallow, you know, key press on this keyboard. It really shouldn't be an issue. Bizarre. I don't know. I keep doing that. You'll notice many, many times, I'm sure. I keep ruining my grouping. It's very odd. But oh well. What can you do? So, come on, guys. In you get. In you get, lads. You know what, Stone Trolls, you're leading the way. So they've got not only armor, but they also have 30 missile resist as well, which is really, really nice. I really like that. It's very good. Very good indeed. And, yeah, you can go over there. You start running in. Go on, Grom. You need to find some foot squires. There'll be some in there. We know there will be. We know there will be. Actually, I'm going to push these guys to one side so they can get a better arc into... ooh, yeah, spearmen at arms, there's shields, there's men at arms. Okay, there's a lot of spearmen. Luckily, it's the stone trolls running in like that. There's the foot squires. You know what, tell you what, yeah, you do actually go around that way. We're going to spirit leech them because we have nothing better to do. And then we're going to spit on them. Because that's how we roll. And now the trolls can retreat. They are actually losing some models. I'm actually quite surprised. But, I mean, there's a lot of spears. So, and arrow fire as well. The sheer volume. Come on, Snotlings. I told you to attack them. Come on. Pay attention, yeah? Alright, how are you lot doing? Doing well? Hope you're doing well. Alright, yeah, shoot them, please. Come on, Snotlings, you can get them. How'd you do? 9 kills. I mean, those guys are looking pretty rough, so looking a bit worse for wear. So it looks like we'll break them nice and quickly. And once they break, we can get a rear charge into these guys. Archer's not doing great here. Oh, there's the war. Everyone can heal up. Lovely. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Right, you charge into the rear there. You Spirit Leech. I don't know, any old nonsense. It just does some damage. You know, nothing major, but it all helps. It all helps. Alright, you start shooting into there instead. They're still running. Ah, they're coming back. Oh, it's fine. Oh, we lost his hit. Cool. I always hate it when you get like one unit rallies before the rest breaks and then you have to just sort of chase everything around for another 10 minutes. But yeah, that was decisive. That did not take long. Excellent. So, only lost 30 guys, which is pretty great. You know, 30 goblins. They're disposable. It's all good. Right, we're actually going to occupy it. I know not the best territory, but there is some territory I do want to occupy in Bretonnia to be our sort of staging ground. So, now, Inspiring Presence, we want to get the Gobbos leveled up, which will definitely help. For you, Spirit Leech now. Need to go get some spells. Make Spirit Leech cheaper. Spirit Leech is going to be vital in a lot of the fights we have early, especially the siege battles. It's going to be absolutely vital to keep us out of some pretty iffy situations. So we're going to get Pile of Shiny Stuff. It's going to get some extra cash. Nice and early. And now we need to do some recruitment. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So a couple of goblins, 1 archer. And then I might do a couple of archers and then a couple of 1 archer and a couple of goblins next. You know, we'll see. See how I feel. So that was turn 1. Wow. That was a lot. A lot happening. And we're not done yet. So I didn't entirely want to... oh, we don't have the other ingredient yet. Never mind. We'll get to this. We'll get to this in a second. Okay, probably when I hit end turn, we'll immediately get everything we need. So, first, tech. So I want to do Gobbos. The Gobbo's been getting a bit angsty. Maybe we should give him some toys to play with. So, this one, leadership for goblins, brilliant. Missile strength for goblins and night goblins, brilliant. Lower upkeep for goblins, brilliant. Extra melee attack for goblins, brilliant. All fantastic. That's all stuff we want. Also, it'll unlock we'll have to pay for it, but next we can do use them. These stupid gobbos are throwing stuff at us, boss. Days enjoyed it too. Put them to better use. So they like throwing things, which helps their missile strength, which is great. So I love that. Also puts up their armor, which is interesting. Possibly because they're having to defend themselves from retaliation from the orcs, from all this big thinking, and abuse them. So this is also great. I love how the stats go so well with the flavor text. So a lazy gobbo is a useless gobbo. Let's give him something to get angry about. So yeah, it gets them riled up, of course. And because they're being abused, they're also a lot quicker. So they're better at fighting because they're riled up, but also they're better at running away as well. But a better charge bonus because they're It's just great. It just suits. It suits really well. I love it. Anyway, right. So, yes, next turn. Let's do it. Okay, good. Here we go. Here's Blacktooth. So, Grom has been guilty of resting on his laurels in the past, especially when the spoils of war and the ensuing victory banquets were particularly good. If it had not been for the sinister encouragement of his power-crazed shaman, old Blacktooth, Grom's ambitions may not have always been backed up by his actions. And he certainly wouldn't have gotten off his corpulent rump to lead Broken Axe's first invasion of Ivres. Unfortunately, Blacktooth's eventually had his head lopped off by that pointy-headed git Altharion. But before that, it had absorbed copious amounts of power from destroyed waystones. So much power, in fact, that it made him rather difficult to actually be killed, even after having his head severed from his body. Yeah, I have a cup of tea. This is doing terrible things to my throat, I've got to say. I hope you all have your cup of tea, by the way. This episode's 2 hours long. So, before Grom had given up on rallying his... Yeah, it's easy to do the Alt voice. I just pretend to be Blacktooth, I don't know. Or I can speak like a normal human being. That works too. I'm going to do that for this. I'm going to do that for this, the rest of this, because clearly this is too difficult. Before Grom had given up rallying his fleeing troops from Tor of Rest, he'd spotted his shaman's head on the ground, shrieking angry obscenities at him. Classic. So he had put it in a jar before fleeing himself. Here's what you do, isn't it? If you see a head, you put it in a jar. Why is he carrying a jar? Who just carries a jar about? Alright, whatever, you know, whatever, it's Grom the Paunch, whatever. So, since that day, Blacktooth's head mostly spurted unintelligible nonsense. Being devoid of a body can do that to an orc. Recently, however, he started saying things that grabbed Grom's attention, claiming that he knew how to get the war going again. The first thing he suggested Grom do, however, is throw a feast to motivate the lads. Never turned down an excuse for a banquet. Grom bellows to them to grab some scrap to get the cauldron fire going, and now... So we'll get a random ingredient. We just need 50 scrap, basically, which we have now, but I think we need to wait till next turn to get it. But it's all good. And also, obtain one of the following. Call to War trophy. So we need to get a lucky banner, basically. So the War trophy we'll get to is once we actually trigger the War, and then we complete our War, we get a War trophy, and it'll give us the lucky banner. Niblet. I need to remember this guy's name. I keep forgetting Niblet's name. Niblet's the little goblin that hangs out with him. So, Grom's banner carrier, Niblet, seems out of sorts. His once vigorous waving has become tired and listless, failing to inspire the boys as it once did. Oh, poor Niblet. If it were any other goblin, they would find themselves crushed beneath Grom's rump as punishment, but Niblet had notably survived such an ordeal before, and has Grom's favour as a result. Grom decides instead to look for a way to restore Niblet's enthusiasm, and there's one thing that will raise the spirits of any greenskin. A war! Lovely. So we get the lucky banner for that. And, ooh, can we reach that? Not quite. I'm not sure if we can quite reach. Ooh, no, we can't. We can't quite reach. But that's okay, because I get to demonstrate something rather fun. So, yep, Paraval, probably a bit screwed at this point. They're not going to get an army in time. But if we have a look, they do have... okay, maybe not. Oh, is that... Okay, is that it? Usually they got some Knights of the Realm or something in there. Maybe next turn. Maybe next turn. So, boop and boop. You can go into raiding stance with 0 movement, which is very greenskin. And that unlocks global recruitment, and it only takes 1 turn to recruit units. So, we can be raiding and recruiting. Isn't that fun? Isn't that cool? I love it. And yeah, I'm going to do 2 archers this time. I know. I know. Madness. Right, let's crack on. Brilliant. Okay, so we have the scrap, obviously. So, you know what? My voice is feeling better again. I've been having tea in the loading screens. It's all good. So, Grom's minions collected enough scrap to set Misty Mountain on fire. As the cauldron bubbled away, Niblet, eager to get the banquet started, scurried off to return with a hefty amount of a rather strange foodstuff of unfathomable origin, although Blacktooth had assured everyone that it was actually edible. So we got 100 scrap as a reward, and 1,200 quid. Lovely. Love that. So, Grom has been guilty of resting... Yeah, I know the voice is gone again. Grom has been guilty of resting on his laurels in the... Oh, we read this. We just read this. It's fine. So, gobby gobbos. Do gobbos be getting a bit angsty? And new ingredients. Ooh, lovely. And we have Blacktooth's head in a jar. Power saturated and incredibly annoying. Blacktooth's blabbering head enables frightening manifestations when in the hands of a spellcaster. Time will tell whether his words will lead Grom to his ultimate prize, or are simply the ramblings of a lunatic. Right? Let's find out. So I'll get to what it does. I'll get to what it does in a minute. Just it'll be a surprise, okay? It'll be a surprise. It's worth the wait, don't worry. Let's attack Parabol. Actually, not yet. What am I doing? We have another surprise. So, we have a second ingredient, which means we can cook. We can cook now. So, troll meat and green spores. So, troll meat. Already half cooked to stop regenerating. Use better cook till black. Because if you don't, you don't usually turn into Grom the Paunch. You usually burst, as we discussed earlier. Swipe them from pointy-eared Git's forest. Me bash some of them on the way too. Which is brilliant. So this will give us various buffs, as you can see. So depending on the meal, I suppose, it depends on what colours you're using as well. So these colours are what will decide what meal you are making. So for this, we're making shroom and offal sausage. Okay, that's what you make from a this sort of orange line and a red line. You make the shroom and offal sausage. So that will decide what these abilities are at the top. So it gives extra charge bonus for Grom, and it'll give him the ability Bangers and Smash, which is a great name for an ability. Love that. But then, the ingredients themselves, you see every ingredient has different effects, as you can see down here in this box. Right, they all have different effects. That will be what the big effects are for everyone. So the actual meal will change depending on the combination of colours, and the effects will depend on the specific ingredient. You got that? Brilliant. So, this one, we're going to get regeneration for all of our goblins. Yep. That's a thing. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Also, there is a mechanic here. It says, starving gobbo here. Grom is hungry. He needs to sample some recipes to begin expanding his portly waistline. As you discover and cook more recipes, he will actually get a lot of bonuses, which is very cool. So, interact with the food merchant. Oh, is a food merchant around? Not yet. Not yet. We will see the food merchant eventually. So, another ooh, come back. Where did you go? Where were you? No, that was successful. What, this one? No, stop it. Stop. Okay, so, as Grom and the tribe stuffed their faces around a banquet fire, Blacktooth's head started blabbering once again, excitedly exclaiming his great plan to get the Horde together and go back to Tor of Res. It was obvious that the bitter shaman was often after some long overdue revenge on the Warden himself, the glint of the Elven General's sword being the last thing the shaman saw before his untimely decapitation. Grom was too distracted to think about the crazy shaman's personal vendetta, since he had his own motivations to return to the pointy-eared glittering city. He'd long dreamt of sailing back there to have another good scrap, but this time claiming the metropolis as his greatest prize, and of course holding the banquet to end all banquets in his own triumphant honour. Before Grom could shove a bit more of his cooked carrion into his massive gob, Blacktooth's head drew his attention to a food merchant who had shown up nearby in the lumbering form of a troll hag. Grom couldn't immediately figure out how, but the shaman suggested that perhaps a troll hag could help him. In any event, Grom was always enticed by the possibility of sinking his teeth into any new exotic things the food merchant might sell him. So, cool. That's going to be a thing we have to do. It's a nice way to get more ingredients and other crazy nonsense, which we'll see. And quite successful, of course. We managed to do the thing. Okay, so everyone can regenerate. We've got a head in a jar equipped. We're good to go. So let's do this. Alright, so, I love this map. Every time I see this map, I absolutely adore it. Oh, so beautiful. So yeah, Bretonnian cities, they were all once High Elven cities. Or I guess just Elven cities at the time. Actually, nope. It was after the Sundering, because, yeah, there was the Sundering, and then the Dwarfs then Malekith messed with the Dwarfs, because the Elves hadn't told the Dwarfs that the Elves had split. So when Elves did bad things to them, they blamed the Phoenix King, and then kicked them off the old world. But anyway, all of Bretonnia, it was all Elven colonies, basically. So, hence all the sort of the white, it's got sort of a slight Elven vibe, but with, I guess, human roofing. But anyway, you just see the hints of it, because, look at that. Look, see, still got the little Elven statues in the sort of, specific areas. But there's the lady in a few places, which I wonder if these were sort of hewn out of the rock later, or if these were sort of repurposed, statues of, like, Lilith or something, or Lilith, or however you want to pronounce it. But still, beautiful cities. I absolutely love them. Especially, you can see that, like, spiral going around. The idea of this huge, this huge route spiraling up the mountain into this, like, keep above. Very, very cool. Very cinematic. Anyway, right, you lot, you're going to run in like loonies. You lot, are going to jump right in. And you guys are going to get in nice and close. And you're going to peel off over... Okay, is that... Yep, that's the Knights of the Realm. And this is why we want Spirit Leech. Also, this strategy, brilliant. He regenerates. So, yeah, arrows shoot him. Trolls, yeah, arrows can shoot him a bit. You know, with this many all running for the front, it's going to split up the ammo enough that I probably won't lose any models. So I'm always very cavalier about this because it saves all my goblins. And yeah, by the time they smash the walls down, they're on full health again. It's flipping wonderful. Right, so you... Spirit Leech. And so we'll be doing this. This is how we're gonna do the campaign. Do a lot of the siege battles. Pick something expensive that we can reach over the walls and Spirit Leech it to death while the gates get battered down. Although the gates do get battered down very quickly by trolls. Trolls smash that gate down very fast. Yeah, incredibly so. I mean, look at that. 70% already? It's quicker than a battering ram. I mean, the battering ram wouldn't have even got to the gate yet. So, trolls, ruddy wonderful in a siege. Although a little too wonderful. That was actually quicker than normal. Huh. Alright, whatever. It's all good. Let's hit you again. Okay, good. Also, I just realised that I don't think Black Tooth's head in a jar is equipped yet. Because I don't have the thing that I wanted. Oh well. We'll see next turn. Unless you guys are screaming at me because I misclicked or something. And didn't realise. That would be hilarious. That would be so funny. I always love when I get something like blatantly wrong. Because you guys flip out. And yeah, fair. But I always find it funny. Because yeah. Clearly I'm quite chill. Right, come on boys. Come on. Come on. Come fight me. Come fight me, knights. Yeah, they don't want to fight me. They don't want to fight me. So, Bangers and Smash, his new ability. It'll actually add leadership and charge bonus. I know, we're not really charging right now, but I thought I'd use it anyway, because it's called Bangers and Smash. I can't not click a button that says Bangers and Smash. You know? It's impossible. Impossible not to. Alright, come on, boys. Come on. You need to work through this. Alright, you start jumping down. Let's hit them again. You lot start peeling off in a few directions. You know, a couple of you units are going to have to run that way, actually. And let's get them out of there a second. Okay, good. Things are going alright over here, I think. Come on, boys. Okay, let's charge those spearmen at arms and run back. Yeah, that was devastating. Okay, I'll start running back. And stone trolls, let's get you over here, the mounted yeoman. Come on. You have to click quite a lot of the time with this sort of goon squad. Because, ooh, yeah, there's the warp. Good, get some healing. These guys need healing. But yeah, you've got to spam clicking a lot because they get caught up on other trolls. It's a very awkward formation, that one. But yeah, they're getting dealt with. They're going to be debuffing people nearby. Yeah, those foot squires are doing rather well. Which I'm not best pleased about, I must say. Not happy about that. Okay, good, they're dead. Keep on moving. You guys. Okay, let's try and get you along here. Come on. Come on, boys. Rear charge into these foot squires, and I don't think they're going to be best pleased. What just got buffed? Oh, harmonic convergence on the man-at-arms. You stupid sods. You absolute morons. Oh, Mountain Yeoman coming back. Hopefully we'll be alright. Maybe. Come on, you can do this. Good boys. So you guys should be doing well. Another Spirit Leech. Let's try and finish them off, yeah? Almost 100 kills for Grom. 99. 99. Come on. 100. Lovely. Good job, lads. Good job. Alright. Okay. Charge everyone in. So there's a paladin up there. Don't like his chances. They're struggling a bit, which I'm not happy about. Oh no, is that harmonic convergence? You naughty boys. Alright, who should I get over there? Oh, maybe Grom. Grom and the River Trolls can run over here, try and bail out the Smelting Pump Wagons. I think they'll be fine, but I don't want to take more losses than I need to. You know? Okay, you just keep getting shot at, and you get spat at, please. Okay, let's see if we can't block off their retreat before we charge them. That would be good. Phew. Well, they've taken some damage. You guys get out of there. You guys climb in. Oh, army losses. Alright, fine. No worries. I guess we don't need to block off their retreat. Good job, lads. Good job. We've got a lovely place. I mean, just this beautiful, you know, beautiful statues, this amazing bridge, and just... It's going to look so good covered in poop, isn't it? Just covering all of this in poop. All this lovely white stone. I can't wait to have this beautiful brown stone city. It's going to be amazing. Oh, fantastic.
Told you we'd win, boys.
He did. He did tell us. He did. Sure of it. Right, we're having this. This is mine now. This is mine. Nothing to do about it. Powerful. Gone. Forever. Annals of history. Suck it. Right. Let's do this. Let's get a pilot. Actually, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not yet. Got to invest. Got to invest. Got to get people happy. Got to cheer them up. Got to cheer up the boys. The gobbos. And for you, my dear, life leeching. And, okay, yes, it's going to take a turn to equip. Sad times. But we'll have it for Carcassonne, which we will be attacking also in a minute, unless these guys declare war on us and completely ruin my plans. I hope they don't ruin all my plans. Anyway, research available. So, how much cash have we got right now? 2 grand? Oh, no. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Ooh, so there's so many of these are very, very good, you see. An extra recruitment rank, extra armor, extra missile strength. It's all very good. You know, I'm going to go for the charge bonus speed and melee attack. I'm gonna abuse him. Use him and abuse him. Lovely. Right. And then let's press gang them as well. Done. Commandment available, of course. Obviously, Camp Ruckus. Got to start a ruckus. Growth and obedience. Lovely. It keeps them happy, and more people flock to it because of the ruckus. You know, Greenskins love a ruckus. Abuse him. So I do like the ones that you pay for are like instant. Like it's just because there's a lot of them, especially with the scrap as well. You just get them in a turn as well. It's very cool. Yeah, I'm going to use them as well. You know what? Gobbo Crackdown actually. Yeah, so Gobbo Crackdown as well. Hilarious this. Give the Orky boys a bit more smashing practice. Let them bring the Gobbos back in line. So this is so fun because it adds leadership for orcs. Because you know, getting you know, they're bossing people about. So, makes sense. You know, promotes leadership qualities. You know, management material, these guys. Speed for goblins, because they're running away from the orcs. And then weapon strength for orcs, because they're practicing smashing the ones that they catch. So, it's great. I love it. And they're all like that. Just like completely sort of seemingly disparate stat boosts around the place. But they're just, yeah, thematically wonderful. I love it. Right, so we've only got 1 recruit slot left. Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out on the border because I want to move as close to Castle Carcassonne as possible. So they're not best pleased right now. They're not best pleased, but they will cheer up. They will cheer up. Same massive Orcal. They'll be happy enough eventually, maybe. Although I can upgrade that. Ooh, I need more money. Oh, whatever. I'll get it later. Boom. Yay, Hag Merchant spotted in Paraval. Well, that is a pain, because I'm not backtracking. No, instead, I'm going to keep wandering off over here, and I'll recruit someone over here to just pick it up. Which I know, be a little expensive, but it's still, yeah, it'll be fine. So, drawn close by the scent of Grom's constant binge banqueting, a merchant troll hag has been sighted nearby. Such a dangerous creature should be approached with caution, but the hag's bag of dead things will likely contain something delectable to toss into Grom's cauldron, or you could just rob her. And that is an option, which I think is hilarious. Right. Oh, I can't quite reach it, can I? Never mind. I'll just have to raid them. Fair Enchantress looking pretty good there. You know, looking pretty well equipped. It's not going to help much, though. It's not going to help. So we're trespassing. Well aware of that. Well aware of that. What I might do, actually, is see if she wants to attack me. I declare war on her now. Come fight me. Brilliant. Let's do this. Brilliant. So, tricky, right? Looks like it's going to be tricky. It's not going to be easy. Or is it? Hello. Okay. Let's have a look. Boop and boop. Alright, let's do this. So, usual luck. Set everyone up. And, yeah. Yeah, pretty straightforward. There's going to be no tricks here. It's going to be very simple. Yeah, I always grab her. You go over there, please. You need to find where the Grail Knights are. That them? Grail Guardians, rather. Boom, and you lot set up over here. Good. Alright, in you get, lads. In you get. Also, yeah, those archers should be close enough. I always find the Goblin Archers, I always put them just out of range of things, because I'm so used to spacing them for, like, every other archer in the game. Goblin Archers have very little range. Very, very short range for archers. So, I always get that wrong. Always get it wrong. So, yeah, those Grail Guardians, we're gonna need to grind down from a distance, because they're gonna be a real pain if they get, you know, up close and personal with us. So, slowly whittle them down. Slowly whittle them down. Oh no, really? Oh, really? Have you decided to be all suicidal? So I hate when this happens, because the gate is wide open, but you can't walk through it because you haven't broken it. It's just because there's some peasants that have got lost and wandered outside the gate somehow. It's very frustrating. So this could take a long time. But I guess it does mean we have more Spirit Leech time. So I guess that's something. You know, that'll have to do. Also, our archers are doing good work, so it's all good. So, Spirit Leech. Boom. Oh, also, if you're wondering why I'm not overcasting it, it's one spell that doesn't actually get better if you overcast it. It just expands the range. And the cooldown is longer, so it's actually less effective if you're in range of the normal cast to do that. Okay, 1% damage, because it's very confused. Come on, boys. Can you... I mean, they're broken, so they shouldn't be blocking the gate much longer. It looks like we are starting to hit it, but it also looks like some of the pump wagons are in here. Okay. Let's hit them again. Lovely. Okay, they're about to break, which is lovely. So, man-at-arms there. Let's see. I think there's some battle pilgrims somewhere in this army, wasn't there? I don't know, I didn't bother looking, because, you know, I'm cavalier like that. Yeah, Battle Pilgrims. So, Battle Pilgrims pretty good against Goblins. They've got pretty high weapon strength, with 36. They're quite good at killing sort of, you know, chaffy kind of armies like this. But, they kind of do nothing against things like Stone Trolls. So, you know, pros and cons there. Okay, doing well here. And, boop. We're doing very well. They're getting whittled down really quickly. Look at all these dead knights. Look at all these dead knights. And they're still standing there. Really nice of them. And I'm going to leave these guys stood up here. They're going to get shot at. They've got silver shields. I'm happy for them to get shot. Frankly. It's a waste of the enemy's time. And they regenerate as well. So it's even less effective. Okay, that's weird that you're all the way over here. But I guess that's fine. You weird lad. Alright. Get a bit carried away. I don't know why everyone else couldn't just walk through the gates. I mean, these guys, they don't even know what to do. They have no idea what to do. But I do wonder if these guys all end up breaking. Will we just capture the gate? So this one pump wagon. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, another one. So these Grail Guardians having a very bad day. A very, very bad day. Oh, come on. Smash that gate. This pump wagon's having a horrible day, too. Do I want to use the wand now? Ooh, that's a point. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's jump everyone down. It's time. It's time. I was going to run out before half of them even get anywhere. And there we go. We're in. We're in. And now that we're in, we can start summoning things on the other side of the wall. Head in a jar. Head in a jar, guys. That head in a jar is jolly handy. We have a rogue idol. Hey, lad. You right there, boy? You right there? Oh, you dropped your arm. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Don't worry. He spotted it. He spotted it. I'd hate for him to leave that somewhere, you know. So yeah, love it. Love it. We get a rogue idol to summon from doing like the first quest in the game. That's barely even a quest. I use bangers and smash because I can. I know, totally pointless. Don't care. Don't care. I'm excited because we have a rogue idol running about now. Good boy. So he's great for anti-infantry, but he just hits so hard. Even Grail Guardians he's good at killing, and he's just so sturdy. He's going to keep him occupied. So it works out rather well. Works out rather well for us. So yeah, love him to bits. Also, he's got these other abilities. So this one is summoned, so he will disintegrate, right? He will unbind, you see. He will eventually just collapse, which is sad. You know, he's not going to stick around forever, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, it's fine. So, Spirit of Gork, or Mork, adds map-wide leadership, because he's a very inspiring presence. Oh, we use the wire again. He's a very inspiring presence. Also, Rubble and Ruin, 1, 2, and 3. So, at every stage of this, it's every 25% health lost. A bunch of him falls off and crushes everything around him, whether it be friend or foe. A bunch of rocks will crush people around him, which is hilarious. And he will lose armor because there's less rock on him. And yeah, he'll also get more armor-piercing damage, as I guess I don't know, his body parts become. Yeah, okay, there we go. And now, there we go. He's disintegrated. Catch you later, mate. And he's just going to sit there as a clump of rocks and poop for the rest of time, which great. It's great. But yeah, he'll. I guess his rocks become sharper. It's like, you know, if you hit flint, you know, if you chip flint, you know, it's going to be sharper. Maybe that's the thing. But he gets more armor-piercing damage. Maybe it's just because he moves quicker, because he's less cumbersome. I'm not sure. But either way, it's all good. You know, it's all good. He gets more armor-piercing damage. So I love it. I think it's a really cool thing. I think it's really cool. Oh, and on the last stage, he rampages, which, fair enough. But because of that extra damage, he's great just for sort of running into the front line. You know, throw him at something quite expensive, and everything that's kind of supporting that expensive thing. As they're doing damage to the enemy, he will be doing damage to them from the damage he's taking. It makes him very frightening. And he just has so much health. He's such a bullet sponge. It's very difficult to sort of take him out before he can get in close and start crumbling things. But the rogue idols are very slow, so you can just sort of run away from them. They're not that quick. So, not everything can run away from him, but it's not a bad idea to try and keep, you know, just sort of like have cheap infantry attack him while you're shooting at him, and then keep your expensive infantry away, if you can. You know, easier said than done, I know, but still. Also, there's a reason I declared war on Carcassonne, and the main thing is the Fey Enchantress. When we defeat her, we get a replenishment bonus as a prize, you know, as a trait for having fought her. So it's brilliant. It just helps so much keeping the momentum going. So like I said, there are ways to keep replenishment up, and that's not actually just through Lord traits from vanquishing people. There's plenty of ways to get replenishment up, but this is just a nice one to get early before you even have the techs unlocked. Excuse me. Swallowed a fly. Not a real fly. Just a saying when you swallow the wrong way. Or maybe it was a real fly. Well, that's very uncomfortable. Lucky I have water. This is why I was trying to do Greenskin impressions too much. So, Fey Enchantress doesn't even want to fight. Sucks to be her. And now we'll have a nice loading screen where I can I can regain the power of speech. Nailed it. So, yeah, that went very, very well. Snotling Pump Wagons, 170 kills. It's such a joy. 230 kills for Grom. Look at the chevrons. Lovely. Okay, so we're having this too. Having this, and extra 10% casualty replenishment rate. I'm pretty sure that used to be a lot higher. They've debuffed it because it was ludicrous before. But that's still a very nice boon for Grom the Paunch. So, absolutely wonderful. Big old replenishment for all these boys. And that's before we've even got all the techs. It's brilliant. So, to Gobbos. And for you, I'm actually going to do Spirit Leech again before I start, crunching through these. Because, yeah, we want to get to Arcane Conduit as quick as we can, but Spirit Leech is never going to go out of style, alright? It's always going to be in vogue in this campaign, so I'm going to keep doing that. And yeah, I know I could have gotten the other replenishment one, but frankly, we're doing fine as it is. So, next up, we'll be heading to Brion. And once we've dealt with Brion, we can, head across the sea. That's the plan. That's the plan. So really, these initial fights, it's mainly just to get up the war, fight the thing we're already at war with, and get the replenishment bonuses. That's kind of my my plan here. Then hopefully, if we luck out, like I did in the previous campaign, test campaign of this, we will see a Skull Island. Because if we can see a Skull Island, that'll be another battle, which will help get our reputation up, increasing our war. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't go through this. Depending on how much reputation you have, it actually gives you a load of big buffs, which is kind of a weird one, because it kind of makes you not want to trigger a war, because these bonuses are so good. Huge growth, obedience, leadership, and recruitment cost buffs are all brilliant. So, yeah, but it'll deplete. It'll start depleting once you've triggered a war. So, yeah. It's a weird one, but wars are so ridiculously powerful. Yeah, it would be a no-brainer otherwise. You'd just be doing wars literally all the time, and they're insane. Like, just wait and see. It's crazy. It can get mad because it's every army gets another army. It's crazy. I love it. So hopefully we can find a Skull Island to get into the battle and a ton of money, and that will pay for all of the infrastructure for all of this stuff that we can make sure, has all walls and all the, piles of loot and all the rest of it. So it'll be really good. Right, let's crack on. Okay, so the enemy's enemy. Defeat a force belonging to any of the following enemies of Broken Nose, Clan Angren. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I've got my own thing going on. The Axe of Grom. Grom has two loves, eating and killing pointy-ears. As of late, the latter seemed to bring him much less pleasure than in the past. Perhaps he thought it was time to retire. Of course not. Snapping himself out of it, Grom realised it was not he that was the problem. Elfbiter, the Axe of Grom, had been stolen and replaced with a counterfeit. Grom knows that if he is to find out what happened to his original chopper, there's only one thing to do first. Go crump some gits. We need to win 3 battles. Oh, I love crumpin gits. Crumpin gits is like, it's great. If you guys tried it, it's wonderful. Fantastic. Really good for your core muscles. Crumpin gits. It's very good. It's very beneficial. And it's kind of zen, actually. It's kind of zen, crumpin gits. I recommend it. Especially with, sort of lockdown and things. I know a lot of people are putting on weight, sat around. So, yeah, maybe once lockdown ends, go outside and crump some gits, Consider that. Might be worthwhile. Anyway, let's crack on.
Spit it out, meatbag. What you thinking?
Hello, meatbag. They've ended our non-aggression pact with us. We had a non-aggression pact? Well, alright then. Gobbo crackdown. Lovely. Let's crack down on Clemens Alvan. Do I want to auto-resolve this? I'm probably only ever going to lose goblins if I lose anything in the auto-resolve, and I can just re-recruit them. So let's just get this one over and done with. Bretonnia are old news. Alright, they're very old hat. There's nothing exciting about them. So Carcassonne, destroyed, and let's start another ruckus. So, okay, it's not the best treasure. It's not going to trigger a battle, is it? I don't think so. So it's a shame, but I'm not seeing a Skull Island nearby. That doesn't look too bad, but it's a bit out of the way. Pity. We might not be able to manage that. But hopefully, if we can go straight for the town here, we'll almost certainly fight Ulthuan at somewhere around here before we hit Tor of Rest. So that should be enough to get the war going for attacking Tor of Rest. I know. It's sort of the crux of the campaign, but we're getting it out of the way very quickly, probably. Hell, we might even manage it this episode, though it'll be tight. So, the Gobbos leveled up. Lovely. And, alright, fine. I know how much you guys love replenishment. Right. Well, that's it for the turn already. Oh, massive Oracle. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Let's do that. And that. And do we need the totem pole? Why the heck not? Cool. Oh, yeah, that was a point. In that case, instead of getting a totem pole, I'm going to recruit someone who can pick up some treasure in a moment. Let's go with... let's go Goblin Great Shaman or Goblin War Boss, I wonder. Let's go with the Great Shaman. And we'll go with the magic item drop chance and the campaign line of sight. Because secondary army for me will probably just be babysitting somewhere. So the campaign line of sight's actually kind of nice to keep an eye out on what our neighbours are up to. So we're about to get there next turn. Oh yeah, and you can see the troll hag on the map. Isn't that cool? Just chilling out, sniffing her sack. Feel a bit sick again for some reason. Alright, let's... yep, nothing interesting going on there. Research available. Go faster. I want to get that campaign movement range going. Growth would be nice. A lot of this stuff would be nice too. Actually, the casualty replenishment rate for goblins and physical resistance for goblins is ludicrous. So let's get that. And then we can get no complaining. Shut up, Deloya, or the boss will have ya. Maybe those gobos is deserving of some respect and encouragement. Maybe. Certainly find out. Well, big thinking.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
Yeah, it better be. It better be. So we got food, glorious food. Lovely. Got a bit of extra cash there, which is very, very nice. Like juicy, low-hanging fruit. There's plenty of places right for pillaging within the reach of Grom's chubby digits. I just love that line. So as far as goblins go, and also most orcs, Grom is the biggest, and being the biggest means he is also the best. However, there is still some ignorant of the paunch, so Grom has set out to prove there are none amongst the orcs and goblins bigger or better than he. Right? You gotta get it done. So you can be upgraded because you're a rubbish little town. That's a lot better. And good, we have enough money left over. We need 1,000. Always make sure you have 1,000 left in the treasury before you chat to a troll hag. So we interacted with the food merchant. So we did that. And now we have another thing, which we'll get to now that this is actually triggered. That is just disgusting. Look at this holding up this fish. Ugh. What does a troll sound like, I wonder? Sticky fingers, tangled air, battle carrion everywhere. Mucky stuff in me bag. See what boss gets from the hag. You are approached by a mysterious troll hag food merchant, who opens her bag of dead things to offer you its revolting contents. As she licks a profuse amount of drool from her mud-crusted lips, she also mentions that she can improve the current dish in your cauldron if you wish, or provide you with great rewards if you cook her a dish of your choosing. God, I need to stop it with the voices. I can't help it, guys. I can't help it. It's usually fine, but I've got horrible hay fever at the moment. Ugh. Anyway, what action will you take? Oh, I don't know. Oh, there's so much choice. But obviously it's get ectoplasm, because who doesn't want ectoplasm? So we get a few choices. Basically, buy the hag's carrion is always buy a ingredient. I think sometimes it is actually an ingredient you already have, so it is totally random. I don't know if that's changed as of this build or not, but I have had it in the past. It's been something I already owned, which has been disappointing. But often it isn't, certainly at the start of the game, so it's always good to make sure you've got 1,000 quid in the bank. Or the hag surprise. Now this is really fun. She will just cook you something, and your current recipe is replaced, as it says, so we'll lose the regeneration and the whatever else we get. But we can get a bunch of other stuff, and her recipes are always much more potent than ours in the early game. It'll give us like 4 different effects rather than just the 2, so really good. Or cook for the hag, the cooking challenge. So, 4 instead of 2, we can have 4 ingredients in the pot at once, but we have to do the cooking challenges to do that. So the hag is a creature of great power whose rewards can help your gastronomic ambitions. So she'll give you sort of a weird, it's kind of almost like a riddle. She doesn't tell you outright what to cook her. She'll give you a bit of a riddle of what she fancies eating. And you cook her something. But right now we have basically no recipes unlocked and basically no ingredients unlocked. So there's no point doing this. The chances of managing this is next to nothing. So we're just sort of, we're just going to hamstring ourselves if we do that now, when we could just go ahead and buy more ingredients. So we can do these more easily later on. So that's how we want to do it. So yeah, it helps. So once we have like one of each sort of category, then we can do these as many times we like. So it'll be good to fill up the rest of our, to add more pots to our cooking pot. So or over here we could rob her. So we have no use for the hag's wares, but you can still get the lads to very carefully ambush her later and rob her blind, which I think is hilarious. We could buy from her, or let her cook for us, or just rob her, because we're goblins and we're jerks. So we're going to buy the carrion, though. New ingredient. Lovely. And so what do we get? Magic pus makes dish better. No, we don't know where it came from. So that'll give ghostly protection for rogue idols. I don't know what that is. I've never done this one, so I have no idea what ghostly protection is. Is there a way to see? Let's see here. Ghostly protection. Yeah, it's not going to tell me, I don't think. Oh, I want to know what that is. I'm really curious. But our rogue idols, we don't have a proper rogue idol. We just got the summon one, which obviously is only temporary, which is sad. And he can go because he's a waste of time at the moment. Waste of money. Waste of money. So, let's get us some treasure. Lovely stuff. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. There was a battle. Brilliant. Okay, this is perfect. I know, it's weird. Usually you just want free stuff, but no, I want battles. Also, the battles usually mean more treasure anyway, but also we want to get the wild bar up. So, from the crow's nest come shouts that broken masts can be seen piercing the ocean surface. A lookout has spotted a sunken ship lying in the waters amongst some distant shoals, located far from inhabited shoreline, or any known sailing routes. It has the markings of a pirate galleon. A mysterious sunken pirate ship in this location cannot be here without good reason, and perhaps that involves treasure. Alright, let's fight some boys. This should be pretty straightforward, but I'm going to fight it for the sake of variety. Alright, so let's line up these boys. Line up these boys. A lot of lining up boys, guys, in this campaign. We'll be lining up many, many boys. Boom. Now let's get stuck in. No need to dilly-dally. There will be no shilly-shallying in this campaign. Alright, there will be. You guys know me too well. You know there'll be shilly-shallying. And dilly-dallying. I can't help it, alright? Can't help it. I like to dilly-dally. Okay. Start running in. You go for the guns, I suppose. Right over there. You go over them. Lovely. Good stuff. Here you get Grom. Grom it up, fun time. Also, let's actually run you this way. I want to stick a rogue idol on top of these boys. Because that's the thing. They'll do a lot of damage to the rogue idol. Doesn't matter. The rogue idol's going to die anyway, because it's a summonable. But the more damage they do to it, the more damage they are going to take, which is absolutely hilarious. So, boop. Good job, lads. Alright, now you get out of there. And let's hit him. Good stuff. And, oh, brilliant. He's flanking himself. Thanks. Now we can shoot him in the back with our archers. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Thanks, boys. Thanks. Yeah, everyone can shoot him. Great. Alright, you can go take them out. They're all crumbling already. Not a big surprise. Not a big surprise. So how you doing? 4 kills? That's not, well, 13 kills. Alright. Keep going, lad. Yeah, let's up your charge speed, even though that was a little late. It's all good. Spiky roller! Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's all good. All this stuff's going to be dead in a second anyway. I'll tell you attack that. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, you gobos need to run now. You've done well enough. You've done well enough. Done a good job, boys. Proud of you. Proud of you. Even though most of you are dead. Oh, something about depth guard. Shouldn't throw goblins at him, apparently. Who knew? Who knew? Okay, stone trolls. You can run over here as well. He's going to crumble in a minute. Almost certainly. Oh! Oh, I hadn't seen these guys coming. That's novel. Hello, you lot. Sneaky little sods, then. Sneaky little gits. Oh, good. Try to throw a wave at us. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Alright, now, yeah, you're going to crush everyone around you. Which in this case is only ours. Which is hilarious. And there's the crumble. Ah, lovely. Good stuff. And there we go. Good. Excellent. Right, not replenishment? Probably not. I want some money. Because we got good replenishment even in the sea. Oh, really? Oh, I was hoping for just cold hard cash, but I guess this'll do. So, big growth for all provinces, which is pretty great, to be honest. And the Armor of Destiny. Cool, I guess. Armor of Destiny is worn by a great hero among every generation. Great heroes such as this. As Fishy Tiddlemuncher. The great hero. I mean, Armor Gork is better, but I just love the idea of her being a great hero. I can't help it. Also, we've got a talisman. What have we got? Oh, magic resistance. Yeah, you can keep that. So yeah, the great hero. Fishy Tiddlemuncher. Priceless. So there we go. That's pretty great. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. Sunken Booty. You know, it was good. It was good. Also, what's kind of nice is you can get new ingredients from these fights as well. And I think we may have done, actually. Yes, we did. So, tentacles. So you actually get seafood from sea battles. How cool is that? Frostbite attacks rule characters. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool ability. I like the sound of that. So, yeah, you get all kinds of effects. It's really interesting. I really love this whole thing. But it's kind of sad you can have one thing active at a time. It is a pity. But it is what it is. Right, you there. So we have a ton of scrap as well, by the way. I'm well aware. Oh, this is great. Down to size. Those of great stature often overlook the humble goblin. Goblins, however, are almost preternaturally aware of nearby shins in need of a good stabbing. And that gives a bonus versus large. Good old shin stabbing. And extra melee attack for goblin units. So, yeah, bonus versus large and big melee attack boost. It's pretty great. It's pretty damn good. So, absolutely love that. Right, now... Soul Blight. I'll get Soul Blight, I reckon. Lowering armor is just great in a goblin army like this. Now... we need to get over here. That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed. I know. Exciting. We're starting to get a move on. Do I want to even upgrade this? Yeah, Nasty Skulkers are quite good. That'll be handy. They've got some fun upgrades. So yeah, we've got a load of scrap, so we will need to start upgrading things, which means we will need to go faster so we can get sharper stabbers, because that will unlock the upgrades for our goblins and our pump wagons, which is very handy. So we will need to do that, you know, once we've egged them on. Or do I want to do that earlier? Ooh. You know what, I think I need to get that out of the way. We need the upgrades. We need the upgrades. Because that will help us in that fight. And given that it'll take, you know, sort of 4 turns to move here and then take this, at least we might get, you know, sidetracked slightly on the way, depending on if any armies turn up nearby that we have to, you know, sort of make a beeline for. Yeah, we might end up getting all that stuff, getting all of our upgrades before Tour of Rest, which is kind of what I want. So, cool. Let's crack on. Okay, foolish vainglory. They say you revel in victory. They say you spend more time erecting monuments to battles past than managing the realm. I mean, that's very true of Grom, really. He's, you know, he's famous for his battles past. You know, this new invasion is a sort of a monument to that. So, makes a lot of sense. But we'll see who's the fool, because I don't think we're going to be recruiting anyone else for quite some time. So, we'll see who's the fool. Cool. Alright, keep moving, lad. Keep moving. I'm not going to enjoy this attrition, though. Shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see. We'll see. These guys may attack us. This has often been the case for me. These guys declared war on me, and that's actually what got me the war in my last practice run. So, we'll see. We'll see if he decides to get in a fight with us. It was super annoying, though, because I wanted to ignore him, but he actually moved in within my, like, circle, then declared war on me, but didn't attack. So it just meant that I couldn't move, because we were stuck in each other's, like, you know, engagement ranges. So I had no choice but to attack him. It was really annoying. It's kind of slowed me down. I had to backtrack just for that. It was very stupid. But oh well. Right, let's crack on. Alright. Let's do a thing. I don't know what, though. Oh, yeah, walls there. Yeah, we want all of that. We want all these protected in case someone declares war on us. Like a Burke. They'll do it. I know they will. Someone will give it a go. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Not too much attrition. We're all good. I'll stay there. Or will I? Do I want to try and get a bit further?
Come to pieces.
I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be fine. I don't want to be tired and get attacked by something. Although it doesn't make too much difference, frankly. But it'll be fine. Right. Let's crack on again. Ooh, they've turned up. Somebody's turned up. I wonder if that's the man himself. Okay, go faster. So one thing I'm very surprised at currently is these guys haven't declared war on us, and Eotane hasn't declared war on us, and Talsin hasn't declared war on us. Sorry, that's not Talsin. Talsin's these guys. Sorry, this is... Who is it again? Torgovan. Yeah, okay. Or is that the hang on.
Not since the coming of Morga has
Yeah, it is
Athelor
Torgovan.
been
Okay.
so tainted.
Sorry, I'm going insane. It's been so long since I've cared about Wood Elves, because, you know, they need a rework. It's like a lot more than the Greenskins do now, because, you know, Greenskins have been reworked, but they need help. So I don't pay attention to them at all. Anyway, right. Is it the boy? No, it's not. No, it's a warm-up boy. Alright, come here, Pointy.
More conquest tomorrow.
Ah, yeah, we can reach it. I find it really sort of unpredictable sometimes if you sort of beach whether or not you can attack. Sometimes like you'll beach and you won't be in range to attack, and sometimes you will and you will. You know, it's bizarre. But anyway, ooh, unique units too. That's very cool. So yeah, the Mistwalker units are all specific to Ivres's campaign. So Ulthuan has his own units, the Mistwalker lot, and yeah, he has to upgrade part of his infrastructure in order to get them, basically, because they're set to a cap, and so it's really cool. Just see one in here. They're very annoying though. They're unbreakable, as you can see. Ugh, it's like, yeah, it's just a pain, but we'll deal with them. And who are you? Cavill. Cavill's here. Brilliant. We'll talk about him when we get into the fight. If I haven't already somewhere along the line, or you don't know about him anyway, it doesn't matter. You're watching this now, and I'm going to tell you about him because I think he's fun. So let's start.
Grom's gonna conquer these.
Yeah, excellent. God, I love these minor settlement battles. They are just gorgeous. I really hope the old world gets more love like this, because a lot of the minor settlement battles in the old world are kind of like nothing. You know what I mean? They don't feel like a minor settlement battle. You know, it doesn't feel like you're actually fighting over a minor settlement. So, like, yeah, there's not walls, but their garrison has sallied forth to meet you to stop you from, you know, rampaging through the streets. And I love that. I think it's a really cool thing. It just feels more thematic. It's great. I really hope we see a lot of maps added in Warhammer 3 for the old world. And, like, look at these little places. They're absolutely gorgeous. These little shrines and things. They're wonderful. These little areas, little aqueduct there. It's just gorgeous. So, yeah, I hope we see more of this. I hope we see more of this kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, so Cavill. So some of you guys might have seen a while back, well, fairly recently, the actor Henry Cavill, who plays The Witcher in the Netflix series, and also Superman in the Superman series. He's a fan of Total War Warhammer. He's actually spent a lot of the lockdown painting miniatures, which is pretty cool. He's a Warhammer fan. Big nerd, which is unfair, because he's far too handsome to be a nerd. It's not okay. How dare he, frankly. Scum is what he is. You know what? I'm just saying that because I'm jealous, and because he's from Jersey, and I'm a Guernsey boy, so he's the island next door. You know, so he's our rival. He's a rival. So, at the moment, I'm losing that fight. But anyway, Cavill is a nod to that. Not that fight, he's a nod to Henry Cavill, which I think is amazing, because this guy, he's not only a nod to Cavill, he's just a lot of nodding. He's a real nodding guy, because he's part of the Eltharian campaign. You always start with him at the start of the campaign, and he's a lawmaster of Hoeth, and that is sort of a nod to the previous law surrounding Eltharion, because Eltharion was Eltharion the Blind originally, and he did actually enlist with the Lawmasters after he went blind while being tortured by Dark Elves. So that was his backstory. So it's a nod to that backstory, basically, which I think is really cool that they've done that. I'm a big fan of that. So I think that's great that they got that little nod there. But also, it's a nod to Henry Cavill. So if we have a quick look at his stats, you'll see here he actually has bonus versus large, and that's because of a campaign trait that character has, which is like, it's called something like White Wolf or something. but it's a nod to Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series, who of course is a monster hunter, and yeah, so the bonus versus large is for him. I just think it's really fun to do that, just a little nod, reference the actor rather than the character, because, you know, copyright, all the rest of it. It's just a fun little reference. It's just great fan service, but it fits in the Warhammer world perfectly well, so, you know, I couldn't care less about fan service when it when it just adds to the fun. So there you go, that's Cavill. That's the story of Cavill. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. I just think it's really fun. It shows that, like, Creative Assembly do have a sense of humour with this stuff, and it makes perfect sense because, like, Games Workshop have a sense of humour. Like, Games Workshop properties are ridiculous. They are notoriously dumb. So, Warhammer is a very silly property. People obviously take it very seriously, and there are very serious elements to it, but it's very silly. Greenskins are a perfect example of that, frankly. So, I love it. I love it. So, very fun. Also, I'm sure they're probably, you know, the cynic in me assumes that they're hoping Henry Cavill will see it and then tweet it, and then people would go, oh, Henry Cavill, who is followed by millions on Twitter, maybe we should buy that game, because apparently he's in it or something. I'm going to go buy Total War Warhammer. So, you know, if Superman likes it, maybe I will. So, the cynic in me reckons that that's the case. But, having met some of the devs, I know that they would have done it regardless, because, yeah, they're those kind of people. So, I appreciate it. Right, come on. Who's still going? Oh, right, yes. It's, oh, it's not you guys, is it? Oh, no. It's not the ones over there. Where are they? Where are they? It's the... Oh, they're dead, apparently. I couldn't find them. It was the, you know, the Sentinels of Torvres? Is that what they're called? I can't remember. The unbreakable ones were clearly still somewhere. Though we hadn't killed all the models yet. But they're dead now. Okay, brilliant. So, we're having this. As you can see, this is actually a suitable climate, so this is perfect for us. Though, what will probably happen is we're just going to keep oh, hello. There's Altharian. Hey, buddy. So what's probably going to happen is we're going to sort of blitzkrieg through all of the territory, and then another elf will declare war on us and just take back everything that we just took. But the game here is to basically just wipe out factions and keep moving, and then sweeping back through to attack, you know, whatever faction, then replace that faction, and eventually the elves will run out of factions, and we would have won. So it's going to get messy, because, yeah, we just can't block every entrance. But it won't be long before we can support a second army that can maybe hold, say, Tor of Vres, and stop anything coming from the north, while Grom sweeps the other way. But, of course, you always get to a point where you're like, okay, do I go this way, or this way? Because either way, something is going to come from one direction or another when you get to these kind of crossroads. But this whole side, we can hold fairly well. But I'm probably not going to, just so I can keep on the offensive. So we'll see if we get lucky, and they won't declare war on us. Because it's very strange they haven't declared war on us yet. Genuinely bizarre. Anyway, so we've done that. We've done 3 battles. Now, we need to embed a giant river troll hag hero in the army. Check. So, smashing some gits had the therapeutic effect on Grom, much improving his uncharacteristically sombre mood. As he smiled, wickedly exposing the rotten chunks of food jammed between his gnashed teeth, it was such a terrifying sight to the night goblins in his crew that they started falling over to the point to point each other out as the potential culprits, just to save their own craven skin from the Goblin King's wrath. Unfortunately for Grom, their fingers were pointing all in different directions. Not that he could have taken a runt's words for it anyway. Many of them were so addled by hallucinogens that their alibis were changing before they even finished them. Grom decides that the only one creature could provide the right mixture of tender affection, purgative medicines, and mortal threat to separate the night goblins' truth from their lies. A troll hag. And we did it. And we got another thing. Right now. Kill 1,000 enemies. Which, check. It's kind of ridiculous. Just did 3 quests in a turn, essentially. We did 3 battles, Troll Hag, and 1,000 enemies. So, brilliant. Grom sent the would-be informers to the Troll Hag one by one, between the screams, gargles, sobs, and crunches. One name is more than any other, a goblin known as Git Guzzler. Ew. On further investigation, he uncovers more about the character, who is alleged to be the size of an ogre, and claiming to be Grom's greatest rival. This is clearly preposterous. Grom had never heard of any goblin that even came near to his own vast size. Such impudence alone would merit he go there and show this gobbo who had the bigger paunch. If he happened to have Grom's axe, well, that would just be a happy coincidence. Grom readies the boys to march upon Git Guzzler's hideout. Okay, Opal Amulet, we've got Pit Boss, fine. And then we did that, yes. And then next, win the following battle with Grom the Paunch's army. The real Axe of Grom. Maybe we want that before we take Tour of Rest, huh? Maybe we should. Yeah, let's do that. So, as Grom approached Git Guzzler's lair, the rival goblin came out to parley, just as Grom suspected. The rumours of his gobbo being larger than the Goblin King himself were complete fabrications, though he always knew it unlikely that there was another goblin with his prodigious size. He was simply slightly disappointed that he'd not get a proper fight. Grom swiftly demanded that Giz Gutler. He's called Giz Gutler now. Yep, that's canon. Alright, that's canon on this channel. Okay, it's Giz Gutler. Return his axe so he could probably chomp him to bits with it. Brilliant. But the Night Goblin War Boss denied all knowledge of the theft, claiming that he was a victim of a slanderous setup. Lies and slander! His denials were convincing, but Grom had already gone to the effort of getting the boys together and marching them over there. So Git Guzzler was going to get guzzled nonetheless. Sorry, Gut Gizzler. Always get it wrong. Still, Grom smells a rat, and it's not like the Skaven slave he had for dinner earlier. He prepares for an ambush. Alright, let's get the Axe of Grom, shall we? Which supposedly is here. Kind of give it away, though. It must be the real one, so, you know. Enemy forces, they have a troll hag as well. The nasty goat plucker. Who's plucking a goat? Very strange, but, you know. So, yeah, giant. Do swamp things? Okay, that's actually really cool. I don't think I've ever seen a Regiment of Renown like show up as an enemy in a quest battle. That's really nice. That adds some variety. And like, why the hell not, right? I love that. That's brilliant. So yeah, let's do this fight, I reckon. Let's do this fight. We killed Cavill. Sorry, Cavill. Sorry, not sorry.
Corpulent majesty.
So, alright. It's going to sound rude that it is. I'm going to call him a crapo. Which is actually... It doesn't mean someone who is crap, although that's how we use it over here. It means like Jerseyman or something. It's not spelt like crap. Oh, it's French. It's like crapod. You know, crapeau, like should. You know, like chocolat should. Hot. It's like that sound at the end of crapo. Yeah. Anyway, it's the island rivalry thing again. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, bloody crapo. So you guys are learning. You guys are learning. You know, these cultural differences. Anyway, right. Soul Blight. Cool. Okay, now, if you step out for a moment there, love. Right, now, Axe of Grom. Yeah, let's teleport there right away. How much is it going to cost us? I mean, we've got quite a lot of cash, so it doesn't really matter much. It's going to cost us $1,000. Ah, it's worth it for a big axe, though. Don't know where we are, either. So, Guz Gitler, he's going to get it. So, I think this will be easy enough. I mean, yeah, this is all, like, nightmare scenario stuff, but it's just river trolls, and they only have 40 armor, so we can shoot them down with goblin archers very easily. And, we all regenerate, and they don't. So, yeah, let's do it. Oh my, eerie. You know, that little, like, wobbling noise in the background. Do you think it's these little skeletons dooting? Never considered that. I never really noticed these little dooting skeletons. It's kind of adorable. Anyway, let's crack on.
I've had enough chin wagging with this git. He's been hiding out here, bragging about how big he is. All just rumours. He's nothing. Look at his stupid axe. He's trying to make himself look bigger. You'll be even shorter once I cut him down to size and take back my axe. The lad's been saying they've seen some other gobbos skulking round here too. Best keep our eyes open. Guzzler's gonna get guzzled. There's only one king of the gobbos, And that's me! It's gotta
This
happen.
map is so cool. This is my first time seeing this, by the way. It looks amazing. Like, look at this area here. Like a proper greenskin camp. Like, I love it. It's amazing. So cool. Also, these guys are, they are in fact, oh my god, that's a Doom Diver catapult. You serious? You absolute jerks. Alright, let's run in there with them. And everybody else, yeah, just get stuck in. It's all good. And yeah, maybe River Trolls should be over there debuffing, but what are you going to do? That's an Arachnarok spider. Okay, you know what? All of you guys are running back this way, okay? Everyone's going to come over here and fight these boys. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So we're definitely going to want to get our, what's it called? Soul Blight. I want to get Soul Blight over there. That's for sure. Oh, this is nice. There's a little gap there. Oh, no. There we go. Little gap there. We can put our people around it. What's this going to be? Gork will fix it. There's a shaman in here, too. There's a shaman in here. Ooh. This is interesting. Yeah, we want to get Soul Blight on the Arachnarok spider for sure. Oh. More Spider Rider archers there, I think. Judging from the slight wisps there. These guys aren't interested in coming to attack us, which is good, because, you know, that would hurt.
Lords are in charge. Chariot's on its way.
Come on, lad. You can scout them, right? These guys taking the time, which is understandable. Okay. Okay. That blathering twit Skarsnik has sent sneaky lads. Wait, is that Skarsnik up there? Really? Huh. I didn't know it was Skarsnik up there. So, let's hit with these. Yeah, that's Skarsnik. That's so cool. Very cool. Makes sense. There is a bit of a, you know, a gobbo rivalry between those guys, so it makes sense. Ugh, that Arachnarok is going to be a nightmare. Be real rough. And he's already starting to run away. Those River Trolls are struggling a bit. It's a shame, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. We're about to break this guy in no time. And that was probably a bit pointless. He's almost broken. He's almost broken. And he's right on the edge of the map, so we'll be able to get rid of him nice and quick. There he goes. There he goes. How are River Trolls doing? Not terribly, but not great either. Right, now you guys move up over there. Now he's going to use Gork will fix it again, which is pointless. So you go attack him, and you. And there he goes. Perfect. I'm sure I saw an archer or something down here, but it must have been my eyes playing tricks on me, which I'm cool with, because I prefer that than having to fight more goblins. Okay, you know, Gork will fix it. It is quite clever, because it has slowed me down and wound me up a bit. It's thrown me off my game. Do you want to go kill this guy? He's taking his time. Don't like it. Sneaky, stabbing, itchy nuisance, doing all the things. Oh, he's actually killed one of the trolls. You little jerk. Oh, he's going down. He's going way down. He's going down to Chinatown. Also, Skarsnik here might have a bunch of night goblins, because it'd be weird if he didn't. So, Eep. Eep. Alright, you guys should be doing great. These guys have all got anti-large, which could be great against the River Trolls and all the spiders. If they, you know, deem it worthy to attack us at any point. Yeah, if they get around to that. Okay. Come on, guys. Regenerate faster, please. You're embarrassing yourselves. Okay, let's start. You know what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to best deal with the troll situation. I think we want to wait for them to be... good. I think we want to wait for them to be in combat and then start hitting them with spells. Otherwise, it's just going to regenerate. You know? But Swamp Things should get killed nice and quick, so that's good. Yeah, you go for those River Trolls. Yeah, you try and catch them out, yeah? Good. Good stuff. Alright, now they're getting shot at a bunch. Let's see if we can't catch them out. Okay. Oh yeah, there's oh no, those are the spider riders. That's fine. You guys just sit there with your silver shields. I'm totally fine with that. Is that gonna be Snikch's prodder? Probably. Probably will be. Oh yeah, it was. Right, you. Let's block this giant in with something bigger. Excellent. That's so cool. These river trolls don't want to go, you know. Go for those goblins, please. Okay, they're all shattered. Wonderful news. Alright, you guys can start charging in like loonies now. We got a handle on all this. It's all good. Alright, start shooting the giant. And, ooh, nasty skulkers over there. Okay, let's use Grom's War. Ooh, this is a problem. That's how iffy things we're getting over there. Yeah, more coming in too. More coming in. Alright, let's get the giant again. Don't like they've got wars too. That doesn't seem fair. Only I'm allowed to have a war. How dare they? No, I'm the only Troll King. Not Troll King. The other one. Goblin King, that's the one. Oh, don't do that. That's rude. Ah, no manners. That's what's wrong with gobbos these days. No manners. Not like back in my day. Very good. Yeah, you guys just carry on soaking up arrows. Sorry, arrows. Keep soaking up arrows. We definitely need to kill this jerk, though. This giant is going to be a pain. He is going to be a real pain. Yeah, it looks like... I mean, our Rogue Idol will be losing this. He's anti-infantry. That's kind of his deal. So, it makes sense. It doesn't mean I have to like it. Snikch, I need to keep away from. For now, we'll deal with him later. Hopefully with Grom, actually. Maybe Grom should go fight him. Though he is anti-large and Grom is not. So, it's probably not a great move. But, oh well. Yeah, you guys still just soak up arrows. That's great. Also, this is quite risky with Ulthuan, like, 2 steps away to do a quest battle. What am I thinking? Who let this squig-loving gobbo run off on his own? And where'd he find all them damn squigs? Whoa. Wait a minute, what? They're ours? Huh. Super squigs, huh? Oh dear. Oh dear, they're gonna detonate. That's hilarious. Oh my word. What are they gonna do? Oh, Grom must keep his boss cred by surviving. I didn't realise that. That's wonderful. That's really good. We is better than them. True story. Alright, how's everyone getting on over here? Did we get rid of the troll hag? The enemy troll hag? I feel like we did. Where'd Grom go? He's over here, chasing off the troll hag. Of course he is. We'll just let the other trolls chase her off. Alright, go fight Snikch, yeah? I want you to participate in this somewhere, you know? Okay. Oh, more trolls over there. Let's try and whittle them down. Okay, we're not getting a bit split up here, which I'm not happy about. Grom's doing well, though. He's doing with Snikch. It's nice to see. Oh, he's shattered. Oh, there's going to be army losses. Oh, we didn't get to see these guys turn up. And there's a lot. Really? These guys not going to... Aww. Look at all these bouncing baby boys. Aren't they lovely? Look at that. Aww. I'm actually kind of upset now. I'm quite upset about that. But oh well. Oh well. God, look at these skulls. This is so cool. This is a really cool map. This is a really cool map. Very, very cool. Because it's disgusting. Ooh, what's that over there? Oh, it's just another idol. Alright. Alright. It's not a living one, so it's not gone rogue, so I'm not interested. Right, let's crack on. Okay. God, I'm so sad that Shifty Squigbeard. Like, who is this guy? And why did he have all the squigs? Like, what was with that? Who was he? And why couldn't we see him blow everything up? Why did we have to kill everything too effectively, apparently? I'm very saddened by that. Very saddened. Oh well. At least with the biggest goblin. So I am going to go replenishment. I'm going to eat them. Eat captives. These scraggy gits look tasty. Eat them up and replace the boys with full stomachs. Let's do it. Because, oh, defeat Skarsnik. Better ambusher now. That's cool that counted. I wasn't sure they would count. I wasn't sure if it was actually Skarsnik or if it was just like a copy of Skarsnik. You know what I mean? You know, just for the quest battle. But it counted, which is cool. Because, I mean, we're not at war with him. So, you know. Well, we got a new ingredient as well, by the looks of it. Or was that something we did earlier? Was that now? Wow, we just got a ton of new ingredients, by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Wow, yeah, we got a ton. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god, I love all of these ones. So, all the green ones seem to affect ammunition quite a lot, which is very cool. Wow, anti-large ammunition for goblins. That's really cool. Eagle's Sight, increased armor-piercing damage. I mean, it just says increased armor-piercing damage. Does it say by how much? No, it doesn't. So that's tough. Oh, wow, sundering attacks for Grom. That's really cool. So, Eagle Talons seem cool. Yeah, Harpy Heads, though. Is this the one? Yes. No? Yes, it is. This is the one. Harpy Teeth ammunition, increased number of projectiles. It doubles the amount of damage because it doubles the amount you're shooting, which is insane. It is so good. This will make our boys just disgustingly powerful. So now regenerating goblins and Harpy Heads. Also, we have one in each. We have an ingredient in each now. Also, this... Wait, which one is it? Oh, no, it's this one over here. Phoenix Claws is a weird one. I'm not sure if it works properly, but it's very cool looking. It's basically like flaming explosive ammunition. It looks really wild. But it seems to do less damage than just an arrow. Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be a bug with it. I don't know about this build, though. This is a newer build than when I last used it, so we'll see. But, yeah, very exciting. But, so, sundering attacks for Grom, an extra 100 weapon damage for him, regeneration for all goblins and night goblins, and extra ammunition and double missiles. And it's another ingredient. It's another recipe that we managed to do, which is wild. So this is the Misty Mountain broth. This broth looks like an unappetizing mess. Is that a wing, a foot, a drumstick, or maybe even something's head? The less you know, the better. So good. So love that. Love it. Also, we got a new quest. Grom was getting restless. Back when Blacktooth was still in one piece, he had held Broken Axe to count as victories, but now all he seemed to want Grom to do was eat. The obese Goblin King wouldn't usually have a problem with that, except a day spent eating was no different to any other day, and he failed to see how that would get him to the gates of Tor of Vres. Niblet. Need to remember that name. Love the name Niblet. I always forget it. That's his little, you know, like Jabba's little friend, you know. The Kowakian monkey lizard. So Niblet showed up to tell him that the shaman's head was doing some strange things, spinning around in its jar with its eyes glazed over. Blacktooth was in one of his trances, an event which usually led to a prophecy. When the head finally stopped spinning, it gazed upon Grom with its familiar evil glare. The shaman said that although making the crossing would be much easier this time, getting across Ulthuan soil and into the city would not be. Yeah, you're sure about that? It's right there. Never mind. He had seen the pointy-eared Warden had used every method possible to reinforce his realm's defences. The walls of the city built thicker, the blanketing mists more lethal than ever. Luckily for them, by channeling the power he'd sapped from the ruined waystones, Blacktooth had worked out the precise limitations of the mist's power. Every time Grom feasted, his waistline strength and battle prowess would grow, eventually reaching a point where he would be able to penetrate the murk. To get to the gates of Tor of Rest, then, Grom needs to only to keep eating as many different dishes as he can, which is hilarious. And, yeah, so that's the thing. We get to 12 recipes, and we're immune to the mists of Ivres, which is only a problem if we didn't get here in, like, 12 turns. So... ah, well, it's all good. It's all good. So, also, unlock all cooking slots in Grom's Cauldron is another quest we need, which is, yeah, it's a good thing to do, for sure, because being able to add more of those abilities in a single pot is crazy, because I think you can all agree, those are some ludicrous buffs. Just insane. I mean, look at this, look at that, 32 damage already, and these guys have barely got any upgrades or anything. 32 damage, amazing. So, trust in your cauldron, your immensity. Invest in its power. It will help you on a path to greatness. Yeah, sure. Raise or sack 10 different settlements belonging to the following race. The High Elves. Alright, I guess we'll sack and occupy. You know, we'll do that. Actually, I wonder, just clicking sack and occupy, does that hit the sack quota, or do I actually have to sack it and then attack the settlement again and click occupy? Do you have to do that? I don't know. I'll test it on Tour of Rest, maybe. Glory lies in ruination, O paunchy one. The pointy-ears lands will bring you the most loot in battle glory. They really do get us a lot of loot. It's going to be good. I mean, we've already got quite a lot of loot, let's be honest. We could probably get another army going, in fact. Might do that very soon, because we do have the war ready. Ooh, things to do, So, you outgrew Misty Mountain long ago, you corpulents. Make a kingdom worthy of the tribe, worthy of the Goblin King. Dance, magic dance. So, collect 6 ingredients for Grom's cauldron. The food merchant was not particularly aggressive towards Grom and the lads, though they still regarded her as being rather odd, even by Greenskin standards. What annoyed Grom the most was the fact that she didn't really have as much food to sell him as he wanted. Sharing his frustrations for some mysterious reason, Blacktooth's head assured him he could still get his hands on more food ingredients to fill his increasingly distended belly, and that it would help the tribe's ruinous cause. As usual, Grom didn't understand the shaman's motives or ends, but wasn't going to disagree with his advice, especially when it could result in even more grub entering his huge gob. Alright, collect 6 ingredients. We've already done that. Yep, new recipe discovered. So, again, we actually get recipes here as well. You can see which things we've cooked, which is useful because we want to be able to take as many of these off as we can. So, it is nice to keep track. So, the Ghost Crab Royale. So, uses ectoplasm, apparently. So, we need an orange and a blue to make this, basically. So, yeah, there you go. Isn't that handy? Tells us what we need. So, it doesn't tell us what it does then, huh? Shame it doesn't tell us what it does. We just know that we can make it. Seems a shame, but that's fine. Whatever. It's all good. Boom. So, level up. Yes, please. So I'm thinking now I want to get choppers so we can start getting the weapon strength up even higher. So we just get that mad high and he can just kill everybody. Because I like it when he does that. So, choppers ready. Good. And now Ulthuan is coming. See, now what I'm thinking is that we just go ahead and call this war. I know Tour of Rest only has 50 faction strength, but it's Tour of Rest, so it feels appropriate, you know? We can do it for Gork as well. Okay, army strength plus 10% for all armies. Brilliant. And, yeah, and we'll have the big war instead of the normal war. Excellent. And what are we gathering? So far, just Rathug, one finger, and the boys, and a bunch of goblins. That'll do. That'll do. Hopefully, we'll get some pump wagons in there. That'd be exciting. And Ulthuan will probably attack us in a minute. Okay, yep. Let's get the upgrades for all of our goblins. Settlement upgrade available over here. Settlement upgrades available over here as well. And, okay, is that it, huh? Oh, massive oracle. No, I'm not going to upgrade that just yet. I want to sit on that money for now. Alright, let's crack on. Oh, Ulthuan's moving. Oh, and yep. Irritain's been united against us. That's what I was waiting for. Usually they come in droves. But it looks like Ulthuan doesn't want to defend Devres. What? Okay, that's kind of a pity. I was hoping he'd try and attack us or something, but no. He's just going to let us walk straight in. Oh well. Alright, sharper stabbers. Brilliant. It's good to have. So, let's start getting the upgrades. Oh, I'm a little bit injured here, but I need to jump Tour of Rest now because we're almost out of time in the episode. So, extra armor piercing is lovely, but I'm going to get everyone armored. I want my front line just to be more resilient, and frankly, 50 armor on goblins is wild. Very cool to have. Then we got a bunch of armor sundering, so yeah, I'm not that fussed about the extra armor piercing right now, especially not fighting high elves, for the most part, are quite low armoured. Except the new units tend to be all quite heavily armoured, which is very annoying. So, more ammunition or more armour-piercing missile damage. So their missile strength, if you have a look, their armour-piercing is 1. So 400% sounds like a lot, but it actually just means we have, what, 5? So it's a bit crap, but still pretty good, and it'll double because they are shooting twice the projectiles, which means that this is suddenly a big damage boost. Because it's double the damage boost. So, that'll help a lot. Okay. So, out of scrap. Out of scrap. Couldn't get our last upgrades. It's a shame, but close enough. We can't quite reach that. Can't quite reach Devres. It does mean we'll get replenishment, so that's okay. Alright. Let's ransack it. And we might be in range of the city, which means Eltharion might...
An insult to Ivrest.
Okay, yeah, even in March stance, he's not close enough to reach us. So, okay, they probably won't attack us. Let's do quick upgrades. Yep. Yep. And... oh, what else could we get? Yep. Need to make sure they're going to be happy even when the WoW runs dry. And... oh, that would be good too. In that case, let's not get that one. And... oh, can't quite afford that. Ugh. Alright, forget the walls. We're not at war with anyone around here yet. Let's just get our income up. A lot. That'll do. Brilliant. Alright, research available. Let's start heading towards Healy Mushrooms. There you go, 10% replenishment rate for that. And this one is another 10% just for Goblins. And already, if you look, I mean, we've got pretty great replenishment rates for these guys anyway. So, you know, replenishment's well and truly fixed. So, let's crack on. Alright, excellent. So, we've got Lord ready for duty, of course. Hag Merchant has been spotted in Quenelles, but we can get that later. We need to attack this now because I will not have time to show everything in this episode. So, here's our War. So, Wars are connected to us now, if you guys weren't aware of that yet. They actually follow your army, which is awesome, and it'll slowly fill up to whatever number of units you had in the army when the War was called, basically. So, that's how that works, and it means there comes reinforcements to every fight without you having to wait for them to, you know, actually catch up. So, let's take a rest. Sad, Eltharion's nowhere nearby, but he'll probably come seeking revenge. It'll be cool. Okay, cool. So, we can't delay at all. We can't delay. We're getting right in. Because, with this embargo, I'm only allowed to show 2 hours, which means I may have actually had to push this to a different episode already, or there's been some weird edits. I have no idea. I want to try and fit it in. Because currently I'm sat at 2 hours of recording, but I haven't edited out loading times yet, obviously, because I'm sat here recording it currently. But I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea if we'll make it in time. I really don't. So hopefully you guys are seeing this in the first episode, and that the edits haven't been all that too jarring. But you guys might notice if the rest looks like utter crap, doesn't it? All ruins. It is all in ruins. This place sucks. Gorgeous, you know, from a design point of view. The scaffolding on walls that have been torn down, and just there's no head on that guy. You know, these walls have seen better days for sure. There's a bunch of just random rubble here. That's because Ivres, the faction, has an upgrade mechanic for its for Ivres, and it's actually shown. It's actually shown. As you start repairing Ivres as Eltharion, this stuff repairs itself. The campaign map will show you how much progress has been made. So the fact that we gave them no time at all, this place is a dump. It's absolute rubbish. It gets super powerful usually. It's a super powerful thing. But yeah, not today. Not today. I didn't give them I didn't give them enough time. Oh, you guys can push forward and all. You're not attacking anybody. So they got some unique units, which are very cool, by the way. You see these guys, the Skyhawks. So really short range anti-infantry, basic. Oh wait, no. Sorry, those are the Spire Guard of Tor of Rest. We've seen them already. Unbreakable, anti-large. They're basically Lothern Sea Guard. They're unbreakable. Where are the Skyhawks? I'm sure they've got some. Skyhawks! Is that some Skyhawks? That's Skyhawks. So these Skyhawks I think are really fun. They're anti-infantry melee, really good weapon strength, and they're also anti-infantry missile strength as well, which I think is really interesting. Short range as well. To me, it's them aiming for the weak points. I think it's really cool. So we are suffering quite a lot of damage, of course. Oh, another thing with this map, it is tiered as well, like the Empire forts are, which is awesome. And as you start upgrading it, you do get traps and things start getting set up that triggers like different spells as enemies pass them. It's really cool. It's really cool. In fact, these little crumpled remains, these are massive spires at one point that trigger traps as Grom passes them. There's a lot of really cool stuff that happens in the map. But yeah, we just didn't give them the chance to set any of it up, which bit cheesy, but I could only show so many turns and so much time with this campaign, so it made sense just to, you know, to crack on with it. Because yeah, even now we might not be able to show everything, which, I mean, I hope this finishes and it's succinct and, you know, not jarring. I should probably shut up about it and just pretend that I planned everything out and it was perfect and there was nothing wrong with it at all. Oh, you guys are through. In that case, Go get that eagle bolt thrower and the great eagle, etc. And try not to get shot too much by everything else. Alright, while we're here... So, there's nothing that I can throw Rogue Idol at, sadly. Which is definitely a pity. But we can sunder all their armor. And they're unbreakable, so they can go. I don't like them much. And oh, we got something. We got something. We caught one. Okay, go fight that noble. You're never gonna catch him, are you? Oh, maybe. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Maybe we will catch him. Hard to tell. Alright, let's trigger the war. That's gonna help clear out this clutter. And these guys are coming for a big journey here. They really are. And, oh yeah, he's got the Axe of Grom. Alright. Let's come back. Let's buff his weapon strength, etc. Wow, 871 weapon strength now. And, I mean, only 278 is armor piercing. 45 bones versus infantry, though, which is pretty tasty. Not great against an eagle, but, I mean, she's clearly seen better days already. And our Rogue Idol is wailing on that noble. I think the last thing to fight is actually going to be these Spire Guard. I think they're going to be the last things alive, which is sort of ridiculous. So yeah, how are things looking over here? We've cleared out this completely. Yeah, these guys are doomed. Wow. Alright. Yep, shattered. And, oh yeah, he's shattered as well. Good job, Rogue Idol. It's just the unbreakable units, isn't it? Yeah, that's army losses. Alright, cool. Well played, boys. Well played. So there we go, we've taken Toro Vras. Isn't that amazing? But yeah, it's a beautiful map when it's all finished. I mean, it's pretty gorgeous now. The amount of detail in it is incredible. But this whole area is like huge walls on either side. It's huge walled-in port. And like even the waterfalls get bigger and more majestic. And it's just amazing. Like this wall goes up to like here. It's crazy. Like this place is gigantic and grand and beautiful when it's all repaired. But like right now, I just think it's amazing to see it like this. It's so cool. I really hope this is something that carries on with like CA's maps. I hope they keep doing stuff like this because it's truly remarkable. Oh, was that last one? That was. But yeah, truly wonderful. I hope we see more attention to detail with like this kind of thing. It's a lot of work, I'm sure, that could go towards other things, but it's really appreciated. I think it's really interesting to see sort of modular maps that sort of, you know, you see progress being made as you build. I think it's really cool. Anyway. Job well done. Okay, excellent. So we've taken Toro Vras. I know. Already. Loot and occupy. Good. And I guess let's doll it up as well. So guys, so I'm going to end it here. Because, well, I need to edit out 10 minutes already. So hopefully I did. Hopefully I did. So yeah, brilliant. And Altharion, we can fight him again later. I'll probably carry on this campaign, but I don't know the schedule or the plan yet because I have not had long since this patch to start recording all this stuff. So we'll see. But fingers crossed, guys. So yeah, everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching the premiere, then hi, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. And for anyone who's watching later, thanks for tuning in. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.